It's Back the Blue on Mundo in the Morning, live from Clinton County, Missouri. Here's Mundo on 95.7 FM.
Well, just some breaking news here. Royals first baseman Vinny Pasquantino, broken right thumb, out 6 to 8 weeks. So that's basically the season for him. Mark's talking about the World Series. Mark, even if they make the World Series, man, I mean that's 6-7 weeks maybe. So
that's tough.
He's done. Vinny Pasquantino's season likely is over for the Royals after that collision last night. All right, I like to save conversations like this for the end of our Back the Blue tour, the fun ones. Whenever we get the dogs involved, the K-9 units, that's always fun. And Corporal Bill Cunningham is in charge of the K-9 unit here with the Clinton County Sheriff's Department. He is on KCMO. So, Bill, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thanks. Good morning to you too, sir.
So take me through, your dog is Merlin. I'm going to get to meet him, right, after the show.
Yes, sir. I'll bring him in.
Great.
Meet him.
Now, this is interesting. Obviously, Missouri law recently changed in regards to marijuana. Take me through what that has meant for K-9 units all over the entire state of Missouri now that marijuana is legal in the state of Missouri.
So when marijuana was illegal, a lot of dogs were imprinted with marijuana so they would alert to the odor marijuana. With it being legal now, those dogs have had to be retired. Some dogs, they only got a couple years of service out of them. We're able to find some grants for some departments where they help the agencies purchase new canines. I know with Clinton County, we were when we got Merlin, we did not imprint marijuana on him so that when it did become legal, he could remain in service.
Okay, that's great. Now, Major Trevor Ballard is also here on KCMO. This unit in particular, Trevor, how important is it for just the entire county and how it operates and functions? And, let's be honest, getting rid of some bad guys in this county.
Well, having a really good functional canine is really important to a law enforcement agency of almost any size. If they can have one, it's great because it is so multifaceted to what this animal can do. Obviously, the animal can alert to the presence of narcotics. Our dog will track. He'll track people. If we have a missing person, if we have a suspect on the lam, he'll do that. He'll look for articles. Somebody throws something out of a car. He can find those. And given the right command, which I don't know what it is because I don't want to know what it is, he will turn loose and he will help in an apprehension. So these are just wonderful tools. And then we take it to the human side of this, not just the law enforcement tools. They're great to go with the kids at schools and give demonstrations, and we put on the bite suits, and the dogs will come and grab us and do all kinds of fun stuff, and the kids and the public really love the dog. And, it's a great thing to have for both public relations and an actual working tool that allows us to do our jobs much more efficiently.
So what about, Bill, when you look at, what you're using Merlin, your K-9 for? Is it roadside stops? Is it at homes? How do you balance that? What does that look like for you?
So Merlin's main thing that we use him for is what we call free air sniffs of vehicles. We're using him to see if there's any narcotics located inside the vehicle. If we do get an alert from him on it, it gives us probable cause to then search that vehicle. The second main thing that we use him for is tracking of subject runs from a vehicle stop or from a crime scene. He can track them down. His longest track that we've done was about 2 miles.
Holy smokes, 2 miles?
Yes, sir, and went through a creek bed and everything for it.
Are you following him while this is going on, or you just let him loose?
I normally have him on between a 15 to 30-foot long line.
Okay.
And he's in his harness, which is also a bulletproof, stab-proof vest that was donated to us.
Wow. Okay, so 2 miles. So you're going through brush, creeks, and was this person just hiding out in the woods, basically?
This person, actually, we tracked all the way up to the house that he broke into to try to hide from us.
Really? So you pull him over. Is that what happened?
Yes.
And then he made a run for it.
Yep, we had another deputy try to pull him over. We had a small vehicle pursuit. He went through a field and footbelled from there, and we were able to set up a pretty good perimeter on it, and Merlin was deployed for the track, and it was a pretty good apprehension on it.
What does he get when he gets a 2-mile, conviction or whatever, arrest?
So that
like
time
that?
you got a couple extra milk bones.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he got a little extra pets on that one.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty outstanding job on his part.
That's amazing. 2 miles. Holy cow. So this perp was in a home 2 miles off the road that he had broken into.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. So what about, are a lot of these stops, are you monitoring basically the interstate? Is that where most of this is taking happen or not necessarily?
A lot of it's on the interstate. A lot of it is actually the rural, most of it's the rural county roads.
Really?
It's
okay.
People are trying to stay off of the main roads because they don't think the cops go out on the gravel. And
gotcha.
We like to surprise them, show them otherwise.
That's right. So what drugs are we talking about here that he's basically best trained in and you're dealing a lot with?
So Merlin's trained with methamphetamine, cocaine, crack, and ecstasy are his 4 main ones. We see a lot of meth in this area. Cocaine and heroin is starting to come back. We're seeing a little bit more of that, but it's mostly meth.
Mostly meth. So what are the things, without sharing too much, that you're kind of on the lookout for in these situations, and what tips you off?
So I need an alert to give me PC. Alert behavior is classified as an untrained reaction. For us, it's going to be a lot of when I run Merlin by the car, it'll be a head snap to the car.
Oh, okay.
He'll close his mouth, do a quick exhale of his nose, and then he puts his nose on the vehicle, and he'll start what we call hunting for the odor. He's trying to find the source. That's what I need. He's trained to he'll do that. Once he finds the source, he'll either sit down or lay down and stare at it, and that's called an indication.
Wow. Okay. So, Trevor, from your perspective, as you look at the department as a whole, where would you be without the K-9 unit?
Well, again, we'd just be trying to do this at random. In the days where marijuana was legal, an officer could smell the odor of marijuana coming out of a car, and that's all they needed. And usually the people were, good enough they could smell that. Well, you don't smell cocaine. You don't smell methamphetamines. So the amount of drugs that we were missing before the use of the K-9s for these purposes is just incredible. What was being, going down the roads, and again, we didn't get it. So this is helping us get those dangerous drugs off the streets and out of these vehicles. So again, this is an invaluable tool. I mean, and it's a great tool to have. It really is. It's a force multiplier for us in several different ways. Again, it's indicating on those drugs, but then again, basically, Corporal Cunningham is out there now. He's got a built-in partner with him, and if he needs help, if he needs assistance, he pushes a button, and here comes the tooth missile out of that back of that car to help him.
Is that a nickname, the tooth missile?
Tooth missile. We've got fur missile.
Okay.
Yeah, they come out hot whenever we hit the button. They're trained.
Is it a button that triggers him, or is it a?
It's a button on my door, on his door.
Okay.
I push it, it'll automatically pop it open for me. It's for officer assistance. Say I'm fighting a guy roadside. I need his assistance. I can hit that button. He'll come out. He's trained to, when he comes out, it's immediately look for me, and then I'll give him command from there, and he gets to work.
Wow. Have you had to use that before?
The button, yes.
Yeah.
We've used it once before. I was a pretty good distance away from my vehicle, and I had a gentleman take off running from us that had multiple felony warrants that were weapon usage warrants, and we ended up popping the door and sending Merlin after him.
And Merlin took care of business.
Yes, sir.
Couple extra milk bones on that one too, huh?
Oh yeah, he probably got a cheeseburger for that one.
Oh, he got a cheeseburger. That's right. What's his favorite cheeseburger in town?
Hey, anything that's there.
Anything that's there.
He's not a picky eater,
but he's not one of these plant-based burger guys, right?
No.
You got to give him the real
deal.
No,
he wants his meat.
Okay, I like that. Well, this has been outstanding. What do you want to make sure that just residents know about? Your unit, the department, and how you guys are helping keep Clinton County safe.
The biggest thing that we'd like to know is, one, the K-9 unit here in Clinton County is completely ran off of donations.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so we do a lot of fundraising events for them. But the main thing is, if you see us out and about, come talk to us.
Yeah.
I'm always eager to talk, explain what Merlin does. A lot of people are under the concept that he's like a pet, and when he's actually a working dog. And I like to explain the difference to that, and all the training that goes into it. He started his training when he was about 8 weeks old over in Czech Republic. Is
that right?
Yep, he came from over in Europe. So they started their training over there, and then he and I had a 2-month-long training together, and then every month we do continuing training.
Wow. That's amazing. And are you the only one that works with Merlin?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Well, Corporal Bill Cunningham, head of the K-9 unit on KCMO. We are live at the Clinton County Sheriff's Office. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir.
I'm looking forward to meeting Merlin. Just don't use whatever that code word is. I don't want to get my arm ripped off here, okay?
Will do.
All right. I want to go back with all 4 of my limbs. So does Chris Castro, our star engineer, who's joining us here on KCMO.